Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and this is a video showing some swatches made from some of these new Poundland yarns. So I didn't choose the solid colours because that would be quite, well, sort of, you'll be able to picture it. But they are absolutely beautiful, especially this is one of my favourite colours here. And this one is really growing on me, this kind of butterscotch colour. But I was really quite happy to see that they had some new yarn. So I figured I would swatch it up and see how these three in particular work up. So if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And just bear with me one moment while I push these aside and get the swatches ready. Okay, so the first one that I did was this blue one, and they did do a variegated blue yarn before, but it had different colours. This is, I think, nicer than the previous one. So first of all, I made like a granny square with it, and I thought that, if you chose any colours to bring out and put into this granny square, then you could, but that's how it works up with a granny. Now these are DK weight, these ones. This is one of the streamers range. Let's bring it in, and here we are. It's now called Hobby Essentials Streamers Yarn, and we have a colour of blue, very imaginatively titled blue. Now this information here you cannot trust, and I'll tell you for why. Because this is a DK weight yarn and it says 50 grams 150 meters, but this one here is an Aran weight yarn. If you have a look, it says Aran weight on there, and this also says a 50 gram ball will be 150 meters, which seems to me a little bit of a nonsense if that's what this one is. So it can't really be believed. I think they've done their best to bring their yarn bands into kind of how it should be, but they'd still leave a little bit to be desired. They're trying, I guess. But here we go. That is what it looks like made up into grannies. Now it's got these really lovely light blues and almost white, kind of icy colours. And then there's these dull kind of grey tones as well that come in. I like it. I really do. I'm a sucker for blue anyway. So then I decided to do my usual one that showed the stitches and how it would pattern up. So this is a crocheted half treble, which is a half double crochet in the US, and that's how it kind of works. I like it sort of zigzag striping, really, isn't it? Sort of a little different. So then between the swatches I've done this row of holes, so we know where one starts and one finishes, because some of them are quite similar. But that's working with a 4.5mm crochet hook with this DK yarn, and I used that throughout, so you could see how all of these work up. So then I decided to do the UK treble crochet, which is a double crochet in the US. So between these holes, and that is the actual treble crochet or double US. So it's not the same. It doesn't pattern quite the same. But what I do like about it is it's not wholly. It's quite a substantial it's a substantial garment, if you like. There's no massive kind of gaping holes. It's a good size strand, and with 4.5 that's how it works up. And the beauty of that is, although it is row after row of UK trebles, which I don't like, you can't really see that with the colours the way they are. Quite a quick change of colour. A lot of these streamers yarns change colour very, very fast. So you're lucky to get even a whole stitch with the one shade. So that was the half treble, which is half double. That is the UK treble, which is a double. And now this one is a single crochet in the US, which is our double crochet. And it is similar in a way to the first one, but the pattern is not quite so prominent. But that is how it would work up. Very dense and, quite it does curl. Obviously it doesn't anymore because it's in the middle of this, but it did kind of curl. And last of all, that's how it works up with a moss stitch. So you can see it's quite different, just including the moss stitch in there. Well, that was the blue in the streamers, and I did less with this one. This is my favourite one of the lot, and it's no kind of surprise in a way, because when they did the bright pinks, which this is the same variety of yarn, but they've just changed the colours up. So we've still got oranges, and we've still got a little bit of lavender that becomes kind of pinky here and there. But instead of the pink, we now have just a lot of blue. And so this is how it looks on the yarn ball. Let's have a look. This one does say baby white on it. So that's what I mean. Their yarn bands cannot be relied upon. They've obviously put the wrong yarn band on all of these. So I have no idea what they really call this. The pink one that I liked before was just called bright pink. So maybe this is just called bright blue. I don't know. But they've kind of messed up. And again, the same amount. Well, this is a lot sturdier in the ball than this. You can see it kind of puffs up a lot more. It is a thicker strand. Where is the strand? There you can see. It is a thicker strand. But it is kind of a DK. And it's identical in the way it works up, really. And the makeup of it to that bright pink one that I like. There you can see it's kind of very pinky. And then we get into the lilac area, and then we're starting the blue. And this is just a big swatch of half trebles, which is half doubles in the US. I wanted to do it like this because I wanted to do a wider swatch, because I wanted to see just how much colour band you had. Obviously these ones are a lot less, which separate the colours, but the two main colours, the orange and the blue, you get quite a big, it does change, it is kind of varied, but you do get quite a lot more of that. But this is how it works up with around 40 stitches in that one. Okay, so that's those two. And then lastly, we've got this one. This one, if we can believe the yarn band at all, which probably can't, is pastel multicolour. That sounds about right. Although it's a rainbow, really, isn't it? So this is, I did another complete lot of swatches. This is what I've got left over. So I did the same thing. This is what it's like with a half treble, which is a way. I only know that from the first stitch. The half treble or half double. I guess it doesn't matter. You go backwards and forwards. It's the same both sides. Again, you've got that kind of where it traces the stitch up. And then we've got the separation, and we have then what it looks like in a full-blown treble crochet or double in the US. And then we've got this double crochet UK, or there we go, it's pull-in, single crochet in the UK. Now I think for this particular yarn, the single, this one, which we call a double crochet in the UK, is the best stitch for it. It just comes up, I think, a little bit nicer than the others. This is fine, and so is this, but I think the banding and the colour pooling, if you like, looks a bit better with just the UK double or US single. And then we get on to the moss stitch, which again is very nice. I like the way this looks because it does look like you're spiking. And it's the others, I don't think you could really see the moss stitch, but this one you can see the beauty of the moss stitch. So they are quite a lot of difference. Putting them side by side, I didn't do a granny in these, but the only one I did it for was the blue. I guess with the moss stitch, this one looks okay, but you can't really see it's moss stitch. And that is what it looks like with the UK double or US single. I just feel like with this one, it suits this stitch better. It is amazing, isn't it? Because they are very identical kind of makeup of yarn. I think this is still classed as streamers. Yes, it is. There we go. The hobby essentials. They don't call it knitting essentials anymore, which is quite interesting. This one I think would look lovely in a square because I have done the willow square with the sister yarn of this. Now I was a little disappointed. I did go back to see if I could get another colour, because there is another colour in this one that is new, and it's kind of got a lot of light tones with a really dark, maybe dark blue or a black going through it, and I wanted to see what that looked like when it was worked up, but I've not yet found it in any of the stores that I visited. I will keep looking, I'll keep my eyes open, but for now that's how the new variegated yarns are working up. Which one is your favourite? I have to say, I like them all, but as far as this one is concerned, I think that stitch was the UK double and US single is really the only one I would really want to do with that. Not horrible, the others, but I just feel like that one looks kind of good, where the others are not so much. This one looks good, I think, in all of them. Especially this UK half treble or half double in the US, but all of them look nice in the blue. And this one, I didn't try all the others, but that's my swatches. Let me know which one's your favourite, and if you're in the UK, if you've managed to get hold of any of the new Poundland yarns, and if there are any new ones that I haven't found yet. I know, as I said, there's that one colour that I haven't seen yet, but to be honest with you, these are possibly my favourite ones now, because they are Aran and they are really, really soft and lovely. You will need a lot of it to make anything, because it is just a 50-gram ball. They still do just 50-gram balls by the looks of it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll carry on with the swatches. Next time round, it is the James C. Brett Swirly Whirly, and some of those are not just swatches, they're really just garments. So keep eyes open for that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see. Oh, by the way, just in case, I don't know when you're going to be watching this, but this month I have got a giveaway for this particular yarn. So if you might be watching this at some time in the future, but it is valid for the whole of March. So thanks for watching. Going to be picked at the beginning of April. That's 2024. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.